It was January of 2021. I just finished my divorce, but I was a wreck. My knees were almost completely unusable. My neck had been compressed where I could barely even turn it left or right. And I had some massive tennis elbow and forearm issues where, if you ever had those, they're completely debilitating. I knew that in order to get better, I had to set a completely impossible goal, something so outrageously ridiculous that would force me to hire personal trainers, to hire massage therapists, to hire and work with my chiropractors, and learn to get better habits. This is what happened.
Dudes, this place is out of control. Doha Business Class Lounge.
Hanging out here for 6 hours until I get on a flight to Kilimanjaro for 6 hours. Just arrived at the Kilimanjaro airport, got off the tarmac, had my fleece on, and it immediately went from, it says 66, but it feels like it's 95 with the humidity, which is awesome. And I met, we've got some cool trees with some cool birds that I can't identify, but it's been fun. Got my driver, gonna be heading into Moshi for the lodge. What is going on, everybody? We're here for day one. We are in Moshi, the city of Moshi, which is one town next to where the Mashame Gate is for Kilimanjaro. We got some shops, and we're here with our crew. James and Jetta, turn around, give me a peace sign or something. There we go. We got James and Jetta. Yes, yes. And we have our two others. We've got Nate and Danielle up there. We are hanging out, and it's definitely a different place to be, but we're gonna go to the market. We're gonna hit up a local lunch. This is the market, okay. Hit the market and get some lunch and just walk around Moshi for the day. All right, we're having our first mountain meeting. It's a mountain planning session. Our guide will be here telling us what we hopefully packed and hopefully didn't pack. Good morning. It's another beautiful day in Moshi. We are headed to breakfast. It's about 7 a.m. our time or 11 p.m. Boston time. And we're headed to breakfast before we then go to the day at Arusha State National Park, where we're hopefully going to be seeing lots of zebras, lions, giraffes, an elephant, maybe even a wildebeest. So, gonna go to the restaurant, fill up the waters, and then we will be on our way. I already did my stretching. Okay, guys, so this is us. We're all hanging out, going to Arusha National Park today. Yes. Oh yeah, our first animal. All right, little buddy. Eat up. There's also warthogs, which are called Pumbaa in African. We're on our walking tour with Peter, our armed ranger. We get off the crew. We have Ebenezer, the staff. Walking tour. That is a wild James that is videoing a wild baboon. I'm probably about 30 feet away from these guys. About 20 feet away.
And now we're just casually at a waterfall.
You might have seen 10 flamingos at the Stone Zoo. Wow. But you've never seen that many. Here she is. We're starting our journey tomorrow. We'll be up at the top of that in 6.5 days. Yeah. Alright. Are we ready? Are we ready for this? Oh yeah. Are we ready for this? Of course. We're ready. Are we ready for this? Yes. Oh, we're ready. Oh yeah. See you at the top. 6 days. We arrived at the gate of Machame. All those guys are going to be helping us carry our bags. There's a couple of tourists up there too. We're already at like 4,000 feet, so that made it easier. But that's the gate right there. We got our poles, one last place to the shop, and we're gonna be out of here. We got my passport number, but we're here. The official registration is right here. Oh, Abu is registering. Here he is. Farita is one of our guides. We have a Farita, we have Abu, and we also have Kibacha. Kibacha over there. How we feeling?
A little nervous, but excited.
There it is.
Yeah.
Daniel, you look good.
Thanks.
You got a lot of sleep. Jetta, how are you feeling?
No words.
No words. No words. You're here though. You made it.
This woman just had her second child, and she is here on the top of Kilimanjaro with the rest of us.
18 months ago, I had my second child.
It doesn't matter, it's all the same, it's all good. With this guy,
Oh yeah!
no one gave you an oh yeah, that was really sad. Then we get this man. Hey-o, Nate's ready. These are a brother-sister team, and even though they had lots and lots and lots of reasons to not come to this trip, they did anyway. They beat all the odds.
We're gonna see you guys at maybe our first break up the mountain, but this is it for the entrance, so we'll get you as we're walking on up.
All right, team, we're back. Here we go. Oh yeah,
We got some people over here.
got some people. A little bit of a setback. That's either someone peeing off the ceiling, but we have a feeling it's just a downpour of rain. I'll see you maybe at the new entrance after it stops raining, or if the guides make us go before it stops raining. Oh yeah. Let it out. Let it out now.
I don't know if we're gonna be going anywhere soon. Maybe we will. And if we don't, Aria, ignition and accelerated, I salute you here, because you're gonna be getting really wet. We made it to the first base camp, Machame Camp. It was a little harder than anticipated. I'm not gonna lie. It was like 6.6 miles, and it got pretty intense. Beautiful views. And let me show you our setup. All right. Taking you into our village. All of these yellow REI tents are our village. Our 5 people with our 3 guides. It's pretty intense. Come here. You know what else the ultra luxurious package has in there? Check this out. Boom! Do you know what that is? Do you have any idea what that is? Let me tell you what that is. Hope no one's in there. That is our poop tent. Oh man. Let's see what's going on in this tent here. What's going on? Oh, hey! That was awesome. That's a good photo right there. James, lean in. Yeah.
Well, good morning. It's about 5:40 a.m. I've been up since about 3:30. Really unable to sleep. And we're supposed to be up in 45 minutes. All right, morning, getting ready to camp up. And these guys are working their butts off, taking everything down. This is the Machame camp with a beautiful view, which you can't see anymore. I got a picture this morning of Kilimanjaro up that way. Oh, we're getting ready for day 2. How we feeling?
All right.
Beautiful stop on day 2. That mountain way over there is Mount Meru, which is where we were in Arusha National Park. It's a day trip. And here we are. Reminds me a little bit of Mount Monadnock. We're gonna make the most of it. Day 2. The Shira Plateau, made from flowing lava on Kilimanjaro. Data from another mother. Okay, so these are trees that are only found high up in the mountain where there's high water table. So they're known as water indicators. And those little things sprout like cotton, which they use as insulation. And they never lose their leaves. Halfway up, day 2. And the trail's just all rock.
Everything is super. Everybody's good. And we're gonna make it to the top.
Hell yeah, we are.
Great. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, super duper.
I think we're at 12,000 feet. And we're just taking it slow. Pole pole, as they say.
This is good.
Oh, just a little day. I'm only on day 2 and I know that. There is no fucking way I am not making it to the summit by doing exactly what I'm doing right here. There she is. We're approaching camp for day 2. Look at that beautiful shot.
All right, so we did it, day two. Day two, we're on this awesome ridge. It's beautiful. It's a little thin, but we're doing okay. That's why I'm breathing heavy. Not because, we just walked. Whatever, we just walked. I think it was a short day, but we came to like a whole bunch of elevation. I want you guys to check this out. We've got some ravens here. Look at this guy. So these guys are just mountain ravens, and they're just flying around, doing their thing, eating the food. Base camp for night 2. So there's a bunch of other people here, obviously. Look at that beautiful shot. Our camp, our REI camp. I did not know this, but when I booked it, we have some of our clothes still drying from yesterday. Yesterday was a very tough day with what seemed like gallons and gallons of water just pouring on us all day when we were walking. It was really bad. And these are these amazing porters. Where I'm going to change. It's a little breezy up here. It's nice when you're walking, not when you're stopped. I'm going to change out my I have my shell pants on because it was raining when we left again, and I will change those out, change out my boots for some sneakers, and I believe it's going to be some more like 10 minutes of organization. Then we have like tea time and dinner before they check our oxygen and heart rates. I'm always nervous about that every night. That's my thing that I kept saying they're going to send me down the mountain for, but I'm doing the Wim Hof breathing techniques, and it seems to be working. I'm faking it this far. I guess that's it for now. Catch you maybe a little later on when we have dinner. Crazy stuff up here. 8-course dinners. What? What? It was like 8. Okay, it was like 4. Doesn't matter. Holy shit.
So we had an opportunity to take a rest. So I did, and I used the lacrosse ball to foam out my neck and my back. Didn't really work. We are all going back up on another hike because this is the night where we start to acclimatize. So we go up another 800 feet, and then we finally come back down to have dinner and rest. It's to help with the acclimatization, which is the headaches and nausea and all that stuff.
Still playing rummy, and it's getting heated. It's getting heated.
There's winners and there's people that are not winning.
Good morning. It's 6 a.m. on day 3. I don't know if you can see it. It's pretty cold. You can see your breath. I got a really good night's sleep last night, except for the fact that around 1 a.m. we were all woken by the complete downpour and lightning and thunderstorms. That didn't end for probably an hour and a half. But everything's dry in the tent. It's just really cold. They said this is the exposed ridge that you saw last night. So this is, they said, except for the climb to the summit, the most windy and weather-prone camp that we have. So I haven't gone outside yet. Just trying to loosen up my muscles a little bit. Still feeling that hip flexor real bad, and I'm hoping that some Advil will knock it out, or Danielle has some naproxen that I might take. But here we go for day 3. Today they said we're going to be going up on a ridge towards Lava Point. I believe they said it was 14,000 feet. Then we settled down at another camp that's lower than that. That's what we're doing every single night. We're going up further than we have to go. Like last night, even after we set up at camp, we went up another 800 meters or so or 800 feet to just acclimatize. So that's the report for this morning. Looking forward to getting some hot water and brushing my teeth, because I don't think I did that yesterday. Kind of gross. Talk to you in a bit.
I want to give you a proper day 3 intro, okay? So I know I complained a lot about day 1 with the rain and the pouring rain, but I also want to let you know, like, the amazing feeling of accomplishment at the end of that day, right? Like, there's nothing better than to go down to sleep and just be warm and knowing what you accomplished that day. A friend of mine, Danielle, who's here, said that there's 3 types of fun, right? There's fun that's like, you know, day fun. There's hard fun, which would disqualify as hard fun, right? Like, you got to get to the end. You know that there's a result in sight if you just keep going. And then there's the no fun, which is like, you do something, you hate it, you never want to do it again. So that's where we're at. But yesterday, the recap of day 2, oh man, we had some really cool technical climbing. We got to like, we had to do what they said, kiss the wall. We had to like kind of edge ourselves against a rock face, which was really cool. Yesterday was fantastic. As far as like very technical, difficult, steep climb, but it wasn't boring, and the sights were beautiful. And this is the day, they said, as we approach 14,000 feet, where we start to get the onset. Today's the day we're supposed to feel the effects of the acclimatization, but today apparently they said it's normal if we just vomit all over the place. So I'm going to try not to do that. This also makes you realize and treasure the little pieces of your life that we all take for granted all the time, right? Such as a shower, such as brushing your teeth normally, such as, you know, when you get clothes wet, being able to put them in a dryer instead of holding them in your pack and just waiting for the opportune time to take them out and put them on rocks on the mountain face and hope that the sun gets them before the rain starts again, which is what happened last night. So it's been a tremendous experience so far, but I know that this is the hardest day yet. So wish me luck, and I'll see you on the trail.
Day 3, how we feeling, team?
Good.
Oh yeah!
Non-stop.
Not to the top.
To the top. Non-stop to the top.
Oh yeah! Here's our view from behind us. Day 3. Slowly making our way towards the summit. Asante! Asante. These guys can do it, we can do it. Getting a little windy and cold, but still lovely. We took a little bit of a pee break. We are at 14,200, I believe. Although I keep making that up. Either we're heading to 14.2 or we're at 14.2. But this is where all the lava and volcanoes form these cool rocks. And I'm gonna get back because I'm chilly. Hey everybody, we just made it to our highest point on day 3, Lava Tower here. From here we're gonna have some lunch and then we're gonna go back down to camp for the night, because that's what they say, climb high and sleep low to help with the acclimatization. We're doing really good as a team. We took it really slow today. Definitely feel the effects. Taking deep breaths. It's hard just to talk right now to you. But one step at a time. The yellow ones are our camp, at least for lunch. And this is Lava Tower. We gotta find out how high we are. We're 14.4, I think. Whew, hard to breathe. Gonna be good though. Ooh, a nice little sprinkle. I needed some more. Just finished lunch at Lava Tower. Just slowly being overcome with fog. And, well, you know what? I can't quite talk right now since we're doing some technical climbing, but I will say that I found out we were at 15,200 feet. Oh, I'm being yelled at. All right, I will stop. All right, so we just made it down from that Lava Tower, and now they said it's only down to the camp, but they tricked us because now we're going back up. Oh, jeez. Hello. Oh, Mumbo. Sorry. A Jumbo. Okay. I almost got in trouble. But see, look, they tricked us. We have to go up this. How we doing, everybody?
Good. Wonderful.
All right, all right. Love it. Here we are on our way down. There's Jetta. As we come down here, check this out, landscape. There's Abu.
we're heading on that path back to the tents. And then tomorrow, if you can see, there's a path going up to that next camp, which is our final camp before summit night. So, here we go. Oh, beard's coming in. Not really well. That's nothing new, nothing unusual. That's the Barranco wall up ahead. It's a lot steeper than it looks, and it looks pretty darn steep to me. That will be tomorrow's trek. For right now, we have a beautiful waterfall. We've got awesome friends hanging out. Here's our camp for day 3. And look at that gift up there. Oh man. You don't see that in your backyard. Okay. Rundown of day 3. This was by far the hardest yet. I think it was 9 kilometers, which is like, I don't know, 6 miles. We went up to, as you saw, 15,200 square feet for lava tower. And then we came back down just somewhere around like 14,004, I think now. That's to help with acclimatization, but coming down was all rocks. And going up was actually easy, except that you could really start to feel the shortness of breath. Today was the hardest yet. I was told we have an easier day tomorrow, and then of course the hardest day the next day after that. So for right now, I'm gonna go and get warmed up. All I did is I came down, I'll give you my routine. Came down, got my tent ready. You know, I throw my sleeping bag out. I take out all of my medical bags, and I just start rifling through the medical bags, and I'm, you know, putting moleskin on blisters, and I have to clean it all with some dude wipes that I've got. And I then couldn't get a stupid knot on my pants off because I've been so mad at my pants, they keep falling down. So I like triple knotted the thing, and now I couldn't get it off. So was playing with that, but I couldn't raise my head because I have a serious headache, which I thought was acclimatization, but everyone has a headache. So if it's not that, we think it's just a pure exhaustion from today. Today was a very difficult day. We're all exhausted. Right now it's about 6:15 p.m. our time. We're gonna be having dinner here in 5 minutes. But yeah, I got my moleskin on. I changed my socks, changed my shoes into my regular dad sneakers, which are a little bit more comfy after, you know, a 9-kilometer day. But other than that, I'm gonna go to dinner. See you guys tomorrow morning.
Beginning of day 4. And you're getting me fresh from potentially 3, maybe 4 hours of sleep. I'm gonna get up twice, which was good. It's really cold. I don't know how cold it was, but I do know that my water bottle was partially frozen when I got up the second time, so it is below freezing. And I'm stretching every morning usually. I'm gonna get up and stretch in a minute. It's just so darn cold. And I'm also on a regimen of the Diamox as well as the naproxen. Danielle's been nice enough to give us naproxen, which is stronger than my Tylenol for the sore muscles, my hip flexor, and headaches. We all have some constant headaches that are happening. So I'm going to check in with the team as we all start to get up. Today we're going to the Karumba camp. I forget if that's what it's called, but it means nut in Swahili. We get to, it's shorter. I think they said 4 kilometers, 6 kilometers, but I don't even know what that means anymore. I forget the conversion, but then we have to scale that Barranco wall that you saw yesterday with a lot of scrambling up it. So we'll see what happens. See you as I check in with the team.
All of this is lava. All of this is lava. We're hiking it. We're stepping on each rock. So you know what? I would lose the floor is lava game because I have to step on the lava to get to the top. And here we are. We're at the top of the Barranco Wall. About 13,800. As a reminder, I was not a hiker. I was not an outdoors person. And I was worried this entire time that my oxygen would be sinking. And last night, it hit 82, which is a little dangerous, but using the Wim Hof method, I got it back up to 95. 82, they said 70 is when they send you back down. So I was above 70, and then I got to 95.
A good day.
Yeah, I feel fantastic. We're going to be at the roof of Africa in 2 days.
2 days, that's the one. 13,008, you guys feel it?
I feel awesome.
Yeah, I feel great. I don't feel the elevation. We scaled some massive, awesome rocks. We saw people doing, and we're like, and people are just doing it with big things on their heads, and we're like, what? It's amazing.
That's awesome. These two are the experienced hikers in the group. I forgot lots of stuff. I got hooked up with a clothesline for a belt. I got hooked up with some medicine for headache medicine. Thank you both so much. Oh, we got another popper in here.
Yeah.
How you feeling? Oh, we got the
Get
whole
in
team.
here.
Whole team's in here. All right. Anybody want to add anything? Oh, okay. No, we're good.
We wouldn't be here without Nick.
Nick is the man.
With Nick, Tim,
Yeah,
with
Nick is
Nick.
the best. Thank you, Nick.
Nuts.
One Nick, one team, one Nick, one dream.
2 nights. It's actually the morning, and after 2 nights, we're gonna hit that. You can do anything you want to accomplish. You can eliminate any label that you have. You can be fit if you're not. I had so many issues. I can't even begin to tell you. I kept most of them to myself. I love you kids. I love the team that's working while I'm here. Thank you to my investors. Thank you to my students. I'm here for you. And you supported me in my journey. See you later. Forgot to say, she gave me her belt earlier, and I finally can walk in my pants because of her. Thank you, Farida, very, very, very much. That's all I wanted to say. Nice. Hello. Just wanted to show you Mars, where we're walking the desert, and we came from up there. Oh yeah. What is it? Good, good. So what he just taught us is that how caves, this was a big glacier, and all of those little holes in the mountain, if you can see them, all the caves were made from ice, and then magma flowed on top of the ice, and then, you know, the magma stopped, but the ice formed the hole. You said we're cooperating very well? Yeah. I just want to get that on video.
Really appreciate that. Job become easier.
Thanks, Kibacha. Mr. Moran, how you feeling, brother? Yes.
$1 baby.
Yes.
Let's go.
Day 4 hike completed. Up the Barranco Wall, and then down, and then up, and then down, and then up, and then down again. I'll check in a bit. Edge of the glacier, right there, and still a point. Can't see Uhuru, but we go up that ridge tomorrow at midnight, and we go up to the top. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, morning of day 5. We're gonna get an amazing sunrise right here. As you saw yesterday, we acclimatized. We're here, I think we're at 13.2. Went up to about 14 something yesterday to come back down to sleep. I'm not gonna lie, really freaking cold. Pretty sure I got the wrong sleeping bag. And I did get more sleep than usual. I got a whole 4 hours instead of 3.5. So I guess I feel rested. I can still see my breath. I'm pretty sure it's probably 38-ish for Fahrenheit right now. We warm up real fast when we start putting the hiking gear on and start moving. But if you're staying still, if you're stationary, it gets real freaking cold. The hip flexor issue is still sort of there. Neck and back issues have gone away since I adjusted my straps. I've been learning to adjust straps to put everything into my hips, so the hips are a little sore, but working through it. I'm becoming an official hiker, I guess you could say. Going up to our last camp before we summit this beauty right here.
Middle of day 5. We've gone about, barely, I think, a mile and a half, but we're on like an hour and a half because of how
steep it was and breathing slowly and all that. And now we're just taking a little bit of break. I'll show you what we have left. We're currently at elevation of 14.5. And that is about a 500-foot climb. We're gonna be camping right up there. It's pretty sweet. We just came from that.
Water.
Taking breaths, drinking water. And we're laughing at the people walking through the rainforest right now because they're getting some rain. Sorry, no, that's not, I don't mean that. I wish them well on their journey. But I'm happy they're getting wet. Sorry, that's me too. See you at the top. Watch these clouds rolling in on our trail. Yes. It's really cool. So we just came from that trail, which you can't see anymore, climbed up the rock wall. And this is all the clouds from the mountain that are soaking up the rainforest on this side. Crazy. We are at 15,000 feet. That camp is at 15,200 feet, or 300. And we're on our way there. And I think we're gonna pass that. They're trying to pass that to go to another camp that is gonna get us over a boulder during the daytime, which they think is a good idea, and get us closer to the summit when we start tonight at midnight. Top of Barafu Camp. We are at 15,200 feet elevation. That's another mountain, and I forget the name of it. But Abu has climbed it. And I don't know if we're staying here tonight. They're trying to get us to that next camp, but it's pretty cool to read the warnings.
Barafu hot.
So we got an upgrade. Instead of staying down there, what's up, guys?
Yo.
We get to climb this rock today instead of at midnight. He said that it basically breaks people's spirits. We have to climb this in the pitch black, and it's super cold. We get to stay at a special camp. I can't get my breath, so I'll see you at the next stop. We're at 15.3 down there. See how far we are at the top of this. Good afternoon. I realized that I must have never shared with you what I actually pack and how I packed it. Whatever I packed to go to the airport, yeah, forget all that. I had to redo everything when I got here. That is me getting ready for tonight's summit trip. I have my thermals, Under Armour thermal pants and thermal shirt. Oh, just started a freezing rain. Fantastic. We have our, let's see here. These are our thermals over here. This is our normal like rock trekking pants from REI, which are pretty thick. They're a little warm. They're warmer than my normal pack, which are in the laundry bin, which is that plastic bag. I have these gaiters that I'm going to be putting on, which is going to be interesting. Can't forget the Shut Up and Do It team shirt with our core values on it, with all of our stuff. That will be on as a layer. I have the Arctic jacket here, including the security tag that was never taken off on RER. That should be fun. There's the rain shell, that blue, which you've seen me wear all week, because it's the only thing that really shields from wind and from rain. I have the gloves right here. This balaclava is what they call it, right? Covers everything except your face. So that's gearing up for tonight. And this is the day pack. Now the day pack is empty. The day pack normally has sun hat, rain hat, which usually helps when I have the hood on from the blue shirt jacket. And then up here is where I usually keep my quick access stuff, such as my sunscreen and bug repellent. That is the cord that I've used as a belt because I failed to pack a belt until Farida gave me hers. And that little red thing is some soap that was given to me by the team here. So that's that. Let's see here. What else do we want to show you? Can't go anywhere without some dude wipes. Dude wipes. Because you're a dude. This is most of the stuff that I need on a day-to-day basis. As you can see, it's filled to the brim. That's typically how I pack. So this just stays on with me all the time. And I basically just take things in and out of that pack that I think I'll need. Tonight is going to be, it's all going to be on me. I think that is all in the check out Nick's crib section of the tour.
Well, it's wake up time. It does not sound pretty out there. This tent has been trying, the mountain has been trying to rip off this tent from the mountain for all night long. It is 11 p.m. We just had a wake up call. Time to make the donuts.
All right. Greetings from the top. Stella Point. Wow, we have to go to Uhuru, which is over there. But there it is. Oh man. Wow, one step in front of the other, legit. Okay. Here's the team. I'm not quite at Uhuru Peak yet, but we celebrated with a gummy. Check out these glaciers. The clouds. Real glaciers. Never saw one before. We're heading up there with Kichaba as our leader. Oh, jeez! I'm sorry, Kibacha. Where's your son? Well, we did it. I'm so emotional. This. Let me show the view. I look like myself. The glaciers. The pathway to here. There's our sign. There's our team. That was, without a doubt, the hardest thing I've ever done. You know what? It wasn't just this mountain today. It was changing my identity. Every time I didn't want to do something, you just suck it up and do it anyway. Which proves that I can be anyone I choose to be. And you can be anyone you choose to be. But it's not easy. It comes with really fucking hard work. The team's all here. A few of us almost didn't make it. Those porters, man. These guys right here. We did it.